You don't have to let me into the Zoom meeting. I came down to the courtroom. You can kick that one off.
I can get rid of you? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Bruce.
Good. When are you going to come work over here?
Make an offer.
I've already made one to Ryan. He tells me no, so you're next.
Make me an offer. But you got an opening up there?
Yeah, you want a job, Judge?
Maybe not right now, but maybe in a year and a half.
He'll still be open, so.
You know, for 20 years, I drove for an hour each way to and from work. I'm not going to sign up for that again.
Well, we have this new thing where you can Zoom most of your hearings.
Well, all right. Wow, if that's an option, I might consider that. Oh.
You can draft all the motions and responses and do most of it from home.
Yeah. Wow. All right.
I don't know. We'll.
Well, I'll give Mr. Liptak first shot at that, though, if he's interested.
Take care, Bruce. You too.
19 CM 231, 20 CF 10, 20 CF 197, 20 CF 350, 20 CM 11, 20 CM 61, 20 CM 138, 20 CM 139, 20 CM 199. All are state of Wisconsin versus Norman Joseph Price. Mr. Price, is that you on the telephone?
Yes, it is.
All right, Mr. Price appears via telephone. Bruce Poquette, the district attorney for Sawyer County, appears via Zoom. Ryan Reed, Mr. Price's attorney, appears via Zoom. This is the time set for a voluntary appearance. Mr. Price had been set for, review hearings or status hearings here a week ago. Mr. Price did not appear. I issued warrants for Mr. Price. Mr. Price contacted this court via Zoom earlier this week, I think, and told him to get a hold of his lawyer. I told him to get a hold of his lawyer, and he did that apparently because we have hearings on the calendar today. Mr. Reed, why didn't Mr. Price appear when he was supposed to appear last week?
Thank you, Your Honor. I did get contacted by Mr. Price, as the court outlined. He, I believe, called in, 15 minutes late, 12 to 15 minutes late, and then we tried to contact the court, but this was the first available day with everyone's schedules, with jury trials and other court proceedings. Mr. Price is very apologetic for calling in late. He understands the seriousness of these matters. I believe reading upon would be appropriate.
I couldn't sleep.
Mr. Poquette.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have no objection to reinstating the bonds.
Mr. Poquette, is there a process there by which Mr. Price can be required to report to somebody on a daily basis so that we know that he's still around? I think that in some of these cases, anyway, I know that there have been prior non-appearances. Mr. Price always comes back. He's always, we always get his cases back on. We quash warrants and reinstate bonds, but I just, at this point, I think maybe he should report to somebody on a daily basis as a condition of the bonds in these matters. Does the Sheriff's Department have anything like that, or would that be, an imposition on their time? I know here in Ruff County, they just don't have staffing to do that a lot.
I suppose he could appear at the front desk and whoever's there could make note of it, I suppose, or I don't know if you want to utilize Justice Point just for him just to check in. They're here every day, Monday through Friday from 8 to 4:30, I believe. So perhaps one of the two may be able to do it.
Mr. Reed?
Thank you, Your Honor. I think if the court wanted to impose that bond condition, Mr. Price would have to avail himself. I'm unsure if he has the transportation to do that every day. Would the court allow maybe a phone as well as maybe an appearance at the sheriff's department?
It'd be nice if I'd get some help from social services.
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't hear that.
I said it'd be nice if I can get some help from social services, but they never helped me, and it's got to be a referral or something. That's exactly like what you're saying, what you're trying to do, is what I need.
Well, what's your ability to get to Hayward every day and report at the sheriff's department so that we all know you're still around?
Very not likely. I can only collect Social Security. I mean, that's the only income I got. I've tried getting a job in this county, and there's a problem in this county that I really don't want to discuss with you because there's issues, and there's problems, and it needs to be corrected, and I don't got enough money to come out there every day. It's very expensive. A referral to social services would help, just like what you're trying to do. Instead of trying to
I don't know that
punish me.
Services has a program to pay your
It's not a program. It's called a referral.
Well, let's talk about the bigger picture. I'll quash the warrants, reinstate the bond. We won't impose a contact provision at this point, but Mr. Price, if this happens again, that's what's going to happen, is that you're going to have to come into town and report every day. So keep that in mind. Pay attention to when you're supposed to be making court appearances so we can get these cases moving forward. Now, that brings me to that picture. What are we doing in these matters? What do we hope to accomplish here so that Mr. Price's cases get resolved?
Speedy trial.
Want to start setting them for trial? I mean, we can do that.
I guess that's fine, Your Honor.
If it's the right type of trial that I asked for. A speedy trial, which is misdemeanors first and felony.
Madam Clerk, when do you have courtroom availability for jury trials for Mr. Price?
Calendar is quite full, so I'm not sure if it would be best for me to try to set them or if it would be best to have your judicial assistant and Ryan meet with Anna or something, or discuss with Anna. I mean, I can do the best I can by looking at the calendar.
Well, and that's fine. That's fine. I can have my judicial assistant get a hold of Mr. Reed and somebody from Mr. Poquette's office and somebody from your office, and we can get that coordinated.
Right.
My inclination is just to. All right, that's fine. Well, I'll have Carrie do that. And my inclination is just to start chronologically from the oldest case number and just put that on for a number one trial on the day or days we need, and then stack everything up, and then just keep scheduling them. So we get some forward motion here. We've been sitting for quite a while, not really getting much done. So, okay, we'll do that.
I'll leave a note for Anna too, so they're ready to be able to get something on the calendar.
All right, very good. And I'll have Carrie touch base with you guys up there. Mr. Reed, my judicial assistant, will be in touch. Mr. Poquette will get a hold of you or somebody from your office to get these matters on the calendar.
Judge, would you mind if we did the oldest felony first instead of the oldest misdemeanor first?
Oh, that's fine. 20 CF10?
Yes, because there are older misdemeanors.
Okay. All right, 20 CF10 then. we'll schedule first. schedule the felonies in chronological order by case number, and then put the misdemeanors to the bottom.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Yeah, that's probably a better idea. Get the felonies out of the way. Okay. Anything else today?
Not from the state.
No, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Price, stay in touch with Mr. Reed, please. All right.
All right. Yep. Thank you. Bye.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Yep. Bye.